What's up, everybody?
Welcome back.
Yeah, baby.
Where are we? Welcome back, everybody, to the debrief.
The debrief. Hey, we're at a new place.
We're at a new place. If you're watching, we're at a new place.
You probably couldn't tell if you weren't watching.
Yes. But if you're wondering where we are we, Ezra?
We are at my parents' house.
Yay.
Yeah, we're here. We are visiting for St. Patrick's Day. And yeah, chat, I'm glad you asked. You said where? Yeah, at my parents' house. That's what we just answered. So, yeah, should be good. We have a very special guest today.
Eden.
I'm their
here.
lawyer.
What?
We've gotten into some
legal
troubles recently.
Yeah.
I work for Rafi.
Oh my gosh. Is that our shout out for the week?
Yes.
Shout out to Rafi for
True. Shout out to anyone who has ever seen a Rafi billboard. You know what we're talking about.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
IYK.
Arizona things. Yeah.
IYK. Yep. Okay.
A kick? I don't know.
If you know, you know.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, people would have known if they would have.
Okay.
We're excited to start. We got a couple of good topics for you this week. We got a lot of them actually, so we're gonna be zooming through them.
Yeah. We got 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't.
2 weeks to get through because we didn't do it last week because we forgot to get a microphone, and so we just didn't do it.
And then once again this week, we only have one microphone. We can't seem to get over that one microphone hump.
I know. One of these days, we're both gonna have a microphone, and the sound is gonna be a lot better.
It's gonna be crazy. You guys will be able to tell. You'll be like, wow.
And the day one listeners, will be like, wow.
It's a
quality. The quality has increased.
Eden, are you a day one listener?
I am, yes. I've been here since day one.
Nice.
Would you say you're a fan of the debrief?
I am. I'm a debriefer.
You're a debriefer.
Yes.
I think we should get that started. So yeah, everyone, thanks. You're all our debriefers. Bunch of debriefers. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here.
Okay, let's start off with the topics, huh?
Temple trip is the first one. So we're gonna go back to because we have 2 weeks. So we're going back 2 weeks ago. We went on a temple trip with my family. That was fun. I don't even know what to say about it.
Yeah, I don't know. It was fun. Temple. I don't know. We have. My mom might send this. Yeah, if you don't know what a temple is, that's the house of God. You know, it's a good place where you can go. You can worship Him. It's pretty gnarly. You can get lots of answers. You have anything to say about that?
The temple.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Would
I
recommend.
mean, I've only been to the basement.
The basement. That sounds scary.
Yeah, the way you say it. What's in the basement?
That's creepy.
You know what? I'm just kidding.
It's where we baptize
Baptize people.
people.
Okay, God. We were really bad at explaining.
I don't know. You're the one who's supposed to be explaining
I know.
this.
Yeah.
Please explain.
That's it.
Yeah. Oh, explain it?
Well, I mean, we can't leave the people hanging. They think we baptize dead people.
I don't know how to explain it.
What?
Anyways, you just do ordinances in the temple.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And so, anyways,
sacred things.
Yes.
And secret things.
We should say
said
sacred.
Oh, sacred
And
things.
anyways, Ezra and I went with my family a couple weeks ago because we like to go like once a month together. And then, then we just go and do like lunch or breakfast, depending on the time of the day, afterwards. And just like get together with my family once a month. So
It was good.
yeah.
Lots of fun.
And then my brother we'd gone to breakfast, and my brother, shout out Trevin, he also listens to this podcast, so.
He's a debriefer?
He's a debriefer. But he had to like run 15 miles because he's training for a marathon. And so after we went and got breakfast, like he ate the whole breakfast from like a cafe, like, you know, like they have like the whole thing, you know, like it's like eggs, hash brown, you know what I mean? Like the whole thing, he ate it, and then he went and ran 15 miles.
Did he say that was tough?
I think he did it. Like he was like, oh, it wasn't too bad. He must have waited like long enough.
Maybe.
But anyways, so that happened.
Yeah, maybe we'll have to ask him on this channel sometime. You know, get him on.
Like bring him.
Guest.
Yeah. The debriefers.
The debriefers, yeah, the OGs.
If you subscribe, you might be able to
on
this show.
Yeah, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and the bell. Don't forget the bell. New videos weekly on Saturdays.
Except for last week.
Except for new videos probably weekly on Saturday, 9 p.m. Usually is about when we start recording. So let us know. It's going to be sick. And you might just have the chance to be a debriefer too.
You need to make t-shirts.
We should.
Can we put you on that?
You do the t-shirts.
No.
We have our little logo right there.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is just.
We would need to do a full makeover. I'm not a fan of the whole red and blue.
I know. We actually
red,
made
white, blue.
it.
Who's ever heard of that combo?
True.
We literally very patriotic.
We made it though in like
gesture.
probably 5 minutes. Like maybe even less than that.
No, it's actually pretty good. It looks
30 seconds.
Maybe 30 seconds.
And
we did it on
used the
Canva.
family font.
The family font.
Did.
Yeah.
Well, no, I use it here in the topics and stuff, but the debrief isn't the font.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Dad just was excited about it.
Yeah, true. Garamond, good font. Good font. It's kind of like Times New Roman, but like a little more. You know, that's how I like to think about it.
Nice.
Yeah. So.
Second topic.
Yeah, second topic.
Okay, my interview. So basically, what I was going to talk about is last week I interviewed for this job that I actually didn't want at this, but I signed an NDA, so I can't talk about it actually.
True. Wait, yeah,
I actually did sign an NDA.
Oh my god!
Remember when I said that though on the podcast? I was like, I signed an NDA.
So she actually did the interview.
Yeah. Well, actually, I don't really know what
she
like
can
what
talk
why I had to sign an NDA.
Maybe it's some like.
Maybe I should have read
it. It's a new
it.
idea, you know.
I don't know, but basically, I won't talk about it. But all I was gonna say was, I went in thinking it would be like an interview where they're like, "Oh, tell us about this. Tell me about your biggest strengths. Tell me about," you know what I mean? That's like an interview thing to do. And I was doing it for like practice because I'm trying to, get a good job that I want. And so I was gonna just interview for practice. And then I get on, and the girl interviewing me is the CEO of the company.
Wow.
And it's small. They like have like probably 10 employees.
But still.
So I get on with the CEO, and she is just like, okay, so like, what would you do to like start up? Like, we don't have any. I don't even know what. I guess now that I have signed an NDA, I don't really know what to say. But
yeah, just.
Anyways, she like basically offered me the job, and so I was like, I was thinking that this was gonna be like, hey, we have a lot of people lined up for this interview, and so now it just was weird that I just got offered this job that I didn't want. So then I had to email them and just basically say like, hey, I'm like not interested, and so that was that.
Yeah,
but
it was a fiasco. You were going through it for a second.
I know, because it was kind of like she was like, well, in the end, we want to offer you the job like after you get out of college, which would be in like a semester, as we just talked about
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. So that's why I was like, okay, that'd be kind of nice because it's like all online because they're out of California. And so I was like, just a straight online job. I don't know. I was like, that'd be nice that I like already have a job set up. So I was like, maybe. And then Ezra was like, you didn't really want it in the first place. You could find another place that you do want. So I was like, yes.
I just figured like she wasn't even looking for this, and all of a sudden she was offered a job.
Yeah.
So it seems like the vibe is she'll get a decent job pretty easily. So if she doesn't like it, look for something that she does like, and she'll be able to get it.
Remember Gilmore Girls when she turned down the like Rhode Island newspaper, hoping something bigger would come along, but something never did.
And it didn't.
And then she spiraled, and we know the ending.
Do we? She had sex with
what?
her old
Whoa!
friend, right?
This is not. Is that? Oh,
this is PG.
I thought this was for children.
I said it's not for kids.
It's not actually. Every time we go on here, it's like, is it for kids? Ezra says no.
Yeah, because you have to say like, if it's for kids, it's like, oh, I made this video with the intention of giving it to children.
You know, like
Oh,
that's honestly
no.
not where I was going with it.
But wait, she did.
No.
She did.
Where she's going with
She
this,
went and
she's
she slept with a married man.
No,
That's where
I
it
was
went.
going with
she's going with this. She works for the like town paper,
Yeah.
right?
Instead of the big.
Yeah.
paper.
So I
Just
guess
to help
don't
them
be
out.
too ambitious.
True.
Thinking that like something bigger can come along when like really you should have just taken
But also,
it.
it's a TV show.
Yeah, that too.
But you know, TV shows often have a lot of truth in them.
Thank you, Rory.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pretend to be a psychic and see how that.
Psych.
Might work.
Anyways,
Okay,
that's
yeah.
the end of that.
Let's see the run update. Yeah, we've been running a lot. Eden,
Eden,
do you want to start training with us?
Why would I do that?
Because it would be fun.
I'm kind of busy.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's your
true.
tennis. Yeah, you've been doing a lot of tennis, and I think we'll get to that later. Yeah, playing tennis. Yeah, we should talk about that later. But Eden's a tennis pro. For all of those who don't know her, and
Not
for
really.
some of those who do know her, she's pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get into
Yeah,
the
what can I
deets
say?
later.
I'm
Like
gonna
on
be
a
a
scale
pro.
from, let's see, like on a scale from probably like how Hasbulla would play tennis
To Serena?
she's definitely on the Serena side.
I don't know about that. I think I could beat like
Hasbulla?
5-year-olds with experience.
5-year-olds with experience. No, you could destroy some 5-year-olds. Think they try and lob it, and it's like at your waist level.
I can't handle lobs. Like, hit me a real ball.
Mm.
That's why I
Dang.
was having some difficulty.
That might be a hot take. That might be a hot take.
How is that a hot take?
What do you mean? You
Who
said I
likes to be lobbed?
And
I
that's why
love
you're
it.
so mad at us because we were just lobbing them.
Is that what I was doing?
No, I had some good top spins, man.
I don't
You
remember.
didn't have any top spinach, right?
I missed
You did not. It took me like 5 months to get top spin down. I don't think you had.
I
any.
had some good top spins.
I told you that to get your,
She was being nice to me.
Yeah.
because he was on my team.
That
You're
was
like,
what it was.
Job!
Yeah, true.
Yeah, probably. Okay, well, our run update, that's more important, obviously.
Yeah, we'll get into playing tennis later.
Yeah, that's later.
But our run update, we ran 5 miles. That's the furthest we've gone so far. Furthest I've gone probably consecutively ever in my life. So, anyways, so yeah, we ran 5 miles
That's
last
true.
Saturday.
I haven't run 5 miles probably since like last year. So, like,
Really?
like a year ago.
I did that yesterday
You ran 5 miles?
in my sleep.
We hiked like 1 billion miles yesterday.
We did. We probably hiked what, like 3.5 miles?
Yeah,
Yeah.
or more.
Yeah, that was yesterday. That we were doing the Santan Park. What is it called again? Just like the Santan
Village.
No, you know Santan Village.
Wait,
That's
did
where
you go to
Harkins is.
Santan
I don't
Village?
know what that
That's
is.
where Target is. That's where.
You've been to Santan Village?
Is that where we went ring shopping?
No.
Oh,
that was.
then I don't know.
Guys,
No, that one was different.
you just
What?
that you guys are getting married.
What?
Show them the ring. Show them the ring.
We're getting married. We already got married.
Silly.
Is that it with the run update?
Yeah, I mean we've been running more. We'll keep running more. It's been good. If anyone has, I'm still waiting for those, shin splint tips and trips.
So we
Tips and tricks.
Tricks.
What do you mean? To get them?
No, how to
how to get rid of them.
How to
Wait,
not
do you
have
have them?
I have
Yeah.
them.
Ew.
We just bought though. It's coming in
Yeah,
Amazon.
tomorrow.
Like the little what is literally sitting
Massage
back
gun.
there, the massage gun.
You
We got one.
Yeah, we just bought
$30
one so that we could. I don't know. Is that like the same thing as like rolling out your legs? Is like using that massage gun
Wait, where
think so.
does it hurt?
on your
like
shins?
on my lower shins, on the inside of my lower shins.
Like
Like on your shin.
right here?
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's where mine hurt.
yeah. And
You
his
have it
shin
too?
splints.
Yeah.
Do you hurt now right now too?
Well, I mean, they've kind of gone away, but like when he made us do stuff. Forever.
What did you do? How did you get rid of it?
I didn't.
You
Well, I just like he stopped making us do like a ton of stuff, so like
Mm.
it
Yeah.
kind of like.
I know
went
that's my
away.
problem. My problem though is like I noticed it like almost a year ago, starting to come up, and then I rested forever. I haven't
Yeah.
really like done much running at all. And then I
Yeah.
swam over summer, so it wasn't like getting super weak.
Yeah.
But then like all of a sudden now, like
I
every
think it's
time
because
run-
you've like ramped it up, and that's I feel like what happened to me.
Mhm.
Because I was like, like I was like I played tennis a little bit like
But
having
then,
to do
you
like
hit it hard.
yeah, because we had like run in the sand and like do bleachers and like
Ew.
do
Is that the team? Is your team making you do that?
yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I did not. I did not do that on my own.
She's like, I just
had
wanted to go
zero,
run in
like,
the bleachers.
training, like zero conditioning leading up to.
But now do you feel more conditioned? Because I don't know. I feel like I've noticed like the more that we run, even just running like 3 times a week, maybe sometimes 5. Actually, have we ever run 5? We've run 4 maybe max.
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. But even just after like 3 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, yeah, I've noticed like it's easier to run. Like we run faster.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
with
the
less
other day
effort.
I ran 3 miles at an 11-minute pace, and that sounds slow, probably.
But we started off.
But we
running,
started off at like
less than that, like 2 miles at like a 12-minute pace.
yeah,
And you would be like pretty tired afterwards.
yeah.
But now we're doing 3 at an 11, and you weren't like. I mean, you were tired, but you weren't like.
No, which I was like, oh, this is crazy.
So all you gotta do, Boots, is just start running.
Well, yeah, I know. I feel like running like laps.
Well, why
or
does she
whatever
need
is
to start
easier,
running?
But like in the actual match, like I'm not. When am I gonna need to like
It's
run
just
a, like?
yeah.
Why does
It's
it feel
more
like I
like
was
Twitch.
running a billion times when we
muscles.
were playing tennis? I was running.
Well, we'll get to that. We'll
Okay,
get to that. It's
okay.
called
I feel like
cross
we've
court
already covered
technique.
Yes.
I don't know
Cross
what it's
court
called.
technique.
It's called make them run.
It's called
That's
don't
what I
hit the
call
ball
it.
down the middle.
That's what I call it.
True. But
You
yeah.
want to talk about plunge?
Yeah, plunge. Plunge is fun.
Plunge. Oh. So we went to this place called Plunge, and for those who don't know what it is, it's a sauna and cold plunge place, and then you just go back and forth and back and forth in like an hour. So you just get an hour time slot, and then it's like you can probably go in the sauna, but the sauna was how hot?
Oh, so hot. I don't know if that temperature thing was right because he said it was like 200 degrees.
Yeah,
And I'm pretty sure if it was 200 degrees in the room that we would die.
probably.
Like actually
The
die.
guy in there though was like, "It's 200 degrees in here."
I mean, I guess it could have been. Like you think about
Mm.
an oven, you put your hand into an
Oh.
oven and like you can keep it in there, right? Like
Yeah.
Oh, it was a sauna.
it was
Yeah,
a
it was a
I
sauna.
thought it was like a hot tub.
No,
It
it's
was
a
a
sauna,
sauna.
and then you go cold
Oh.
plunge. Like, so you do get in the
Oh.
cold water, and then you go back into the
And it was
sauna.
some
Sauna.
really cold water.
Yeah, yeah,
Like freezing.
really cold water. And Ezra put his hands
As cold as
in.
you can get.
Yeah,
That's true. Yeah, I put my hands in only for like 40 seconds. And oh, that hurt so bad.
yeah. But yeah, so we did that. It's like you go in the sauna for like 15 minutes, and then you cold plunge for probably like
3
3,
minutes.
and then you go back and forth. And it was so fun.
It
My
was fun.
brother showed it to us, and we loved it actually.
Would go again, except it's like $30.
It's pretty expensive.
Per
Like
person, $30?
It's like 30 per.
Oh, I
Wow.
didn't realize that.
Oh, you thought it was
I
both
thought
of
it was
us?
30 for 2.
No.
Yeah, that's way expensive.
Yeah.
That's crazy expensive.
Yes.
$60.
Well, it's like an hour.
That's
Would you
$1 a minute.
Yeah.
For 2 people.
Yeah.
50 cents a minute for one.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
See, it's just for one.
Still, I can go to the
50
movie
cents a
I
minute.
go to the movie theaters and I pay what for a bougie like nighttime showing, $12, and I get a whole
What?
2.5 hours.
But if it's Tuesday,
It's $5.
$5.
Yeah, that's true.
I
That's
think
even
they.
better.
Well, here's the thing: is I think they do deals where it's like could be $15 a person day of, or like
if
they
no
do
one's-
deals sometimes. Like if no one's come in, then it'll be like $15 a person, which is better.
It is
Like because
better.
you thought it was $30 for the both of us, but it was no, it was not.
Yeah, I would say it would be cool someday to have your own.
To just have your own would be so nice.
That would be pretty cool.
Your
Have you ever done a
sauna?
cold plunge?
It's crazy, Eden. It's really.
It
fun.
is crazy.
Like you just get into it for like 3 minutes. It's so cold.
It is. And you just have to like, I have to hold my hands out of the water and then I just have to sit there. Like you just have to find a spot and then not move at all because if you move, it makes it worse.
Because
And then you just have to like sit there and be like,
you heat up your little bubble of water, and then if you move, then you're getting back into the really cold water.
yeah.
making this sound not very fun.
Well, it was the only reason I would say I liked it was because there was a sauna. I would never just like go
Just cold plunge.
which people do. Like there's
My
a lot
yoga
of
teacher.
really
Your yoga teacher.
there is a lot of benefits to it, but I just don't think I could do it personally.
It's pretty chilly. I feel like I could have gone for longer than 3 minutes.
Same.
Like I feel like I could have been. I bet you 5 minutes. What your brother was saying, like 20 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 5 minutes. That could have been fun.
20 minutes in the sauna was not enough for me. I could not breathe. Not enough. I couldn't do it.
It was too
Like
much.
I could not breathe in the sauna because it was so hot. Like I would wheeze when I would breathe in. You
No,
literally
I don't
heard
know
me.
Why. You just
It
need
was
more training.
I don't know what is trying to breathe in 200 degrees not easy.
You know. And 200 degrees at like 0% humidity.
Yeah, true.
You're just like,
But it's really fun.
it's fun. We
The
would
way they were
recommend.
explaining
You
it.
should do it.
I loved it.
It was fun.
Yeah.
Something
Anyways.
about it. I was telling everyone, I left it, and I felt the same, like maybe a little bit less, but it felt almost about as like the same experience as going swimming on the swim team for like 2 hours, and then like leaving and like feeling like that whole body just like tired, but like oh man, that was good. Like that was a good because like your whole body's feeling it.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it felt like almost. Maybe like a little less extreme. But still, same thing. Like your whole body's just like, ooh,
True.
that was good.
Like exhausted slightly.
Yeah.
But like not too bad. But you're
Right.
just like kind of tired.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
True.
So maybe we just need to start swimming. If that's what you're looking for.
I'm not looking for nothing.
I'm looking.
Wait, so that means you're looking for something?
I'm not.
Double
I'm not
negative.
looking for anything.
I ain't looking for nothing.
I'm not looking for anything.
Yeah. Oh, no estoy buscando nada.
Thank you. I was
Thank you.
speaking in Spanish.
She was speaking in Spanish. Double negatives are all the rage in Spanish.
True.
Yeah. But let's see. What else?
What's
do
the
we got?
next topic?
Oh,
Daylight savings. That's how it's
We just
spelled.
talked about
Oh.
plunge.
That's how it's spelled.
Oh.
Oh, you thought I was being a goofy goober?
No.
I know you're being.
But daylight savings,
Yeah.
Ezra hates.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
Is this just like a Arizona
It's
thing
like,
to
I guess-
hate?
Well,
Like, does
we
everyone
don't
in
do
there?
it.
I know you don't. But that's why I'm like, do you guys all hate it
Well,
because
it's just-
you don't do it?
I always forget that it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's true because like you just don't worry about it. I never have to change my clocks. My
And you
days
don't
are always the
lose,
same.
like lose sleep.
You do, yeah. Spring forward, you lose an
Spring
hour.
forward, yeah, you lose an hour.
You go.
Why
forward
would
an hour.
anyone want to do that?
It's so that there's more light.
Okay, but we're not farmers.
At night? Question
No
mark?
one can. No, at night it gets dark again. No.
No, because now there's more light at
you spring
night.
forward.
Right
so you
now.
lose an hour. Yeah.
So now, like, so
Mhm.
basically, it was like if it was like 3 in the after, or like I guess let's say 5 at night. Like the daylight from 5 at night is now 4 at night.
Mhm.
So like,
Or 6 at night because you lose an hour.
Nobody's getting brighter outside.
Before it was daylight at 4,
Oh.
now it's daylight at 5 still.
oh yeah. I'm like
Mhm.
trying to think of it, and it's hard.
See how
So if it was like 5, yeah, the daylight at 5 is now the daylight at 6.
Mhm. Yeah, so like if the sun
So
went
there
down
is
at 6,
more
now it goes
daylight.
down to 7.
Yeah, the sun goes down at 7 now. But in Arizona, it's because Arizona just does that.
Hmm?
Like your guys' daylight just like
It
is correct, but in Utah, I just feel like it's not.
Probably because you're doing daylight savings.
Yeah.
Well, no, but like before our
mean-
daylight, like it went down at like 5 something.
That seems normal for springtime.
Yeah.
I
It
don't
seems
know.
like
It's
in the
longer.
winter it's like darker earlier.
It gets darker.
But
earlier.
this, but I guess the springtime is probably when the farmers are planting.
Right. And
Right?
originally it was for that, but guess what farmers have now? LEDs.
That's right. I don't know. I
Here's
just
another
am
thing.
used to it.
Here's
I don't
another
know.
thing.
Yeah,
I'm
on
just
Farming
used to it.
Simulator, you just gotta get.
You just turn your lights on.
Farming
Yeah.
simulator.
Come on, yeah, bones.
Turn your lights on for an
Bones.
entire field?
Yeah. You have them. You have like big old floodlights on your machine.
No.
And then you go, and you know how big your field is because it's your field.
Yeah.
You think there's lights that are big enough for an entire
No, you,
field?
On
you
your-
turn your floodlights on like on your vehicle,
Vehicle.
like on your combine or whatever.
Because like, why do you need to see your corn way over there?
Oh,
when you're
I
focused
thought
on
you
your
meant
corn
you guys
right
were
here?
using the lights for the instead of sunlight,
Oh.
and I was like,
No,
Oh.
what?
no. Plants just do their plant thing, and then you just have to harvest them.
You changing your
Yeah.
time isn't gonna affect how much daylight there is.
Yeah, exactly. Plants still just rise whenever the sun gets up.
But yeah, so maybe it's just that like they need more plant, like because they plant in the spring.
I don't.
Or do you
it depends
harvest?
on the- it
No, you
depends.
harvest in the fall. So maybe they do plant in the spring, so therefore they need more daylight in the spring. I don't know. I've actually really never known. I just do it.
And here's why I think it's silly. More people just do it for no reason. Number two, there's actually studies that
You
have been
have
done that more people die, like from car accidents and even heart attacks on this day because of the stress
On this day.
on the day of daylight saving spring forward, because the stress of having to like freak it out.
No.
And everyone's sleepy and tired because they lost an hour. So there's like statistically more car accidents on spring forward than there is.
Okay,
Where
that's
did
kinda
you get
crazy.
those stats?
What they were talking about it in like my math class.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Okay, well.
Anyways, that
So,
happened on last Sunday.
All reasons to get rid of it, you know.
I was just
Yeah.
very
Or maybe
opinionated.
I don't know. I would just
I
say
think
like
we need to take
reconsider.
this to the law, to the.
We just
To
saw
the law.
We just saw
To the-
District 5 and District 4.
We
Congress
did. We should have
representatives.
waved them down.
We should have.
Wait, that wouldn't do anything. This is Arizona.
Oh.
Tay, it's up to
But
you.
I was like, guys,
Taya,
you don't
it's up
have
to
it.
you.
But like, you know when you're on your computer and you have to like select what time you're in? For me, it's easy. You just pick Arizona time.
They have one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's our own thing.
No, it really
It's
is.
like
It's
Mountain
Arizona,
Standard Arizona or whatever.
Because it's like the other
Mountain
one.
Standard is always what it is.
It's always Mountain
Because
Standard.
right now we're in Mountain Daylight.
Really?
Yeah,
See, that's just a goofy thing for me.
I know it is. He thinks it's really goofy, but I just am used to it.
Yeah. It's silly because like, look, right now my computer says it's 9:53. It's not.
It's 8:53.
Exactly.
What do you mean? Did yours just not change?
Because it's one of those things you have to change. Or like the clocks on the wall. Dumb clocks aren't going to change. My computer or my car.
It's okay.
You have to go and change all of your clocks.
No, not your phone. Obviously.
Okay, but
Okay,
like
that's one thing.
any
Your
analog clocks. in your house?
microwave, your
Remember when we had all those
Yeah.
clocks above the TV?
all
That
those
would have been
clocks would've
crazy.
had to change.
Every single one.
They
You
were like
just-
at 20.
No, not 20. They're probably like at least 6 though.
Same
20
thing.
and 6.
It was the entire wall.
Yeah. That's
Or
pretty
shell.
crazy. That's pretty crazy. Seems like a silly thing.
It's okay.
Some people, we need to start talking about this more. Same with the metric system, but we don't have to get into that one.
Well, we're not gonna go change every single street sign.
You don't need to do it all at once, but just slowly phase it out.
That's like Apple phasing out their Apple things, and now we're phasing into the new plugs or
Yeah,
whatever.
and that's going great.
I know, but
Apple
it's
phasing
so
out
annoying because
Women-
like I have to have a
International
different
Women's
cord for my AirPods and I do my phones and whatever. But it's like gonna be nice when it's all together. But like right now, it's annoying.
I know. Sometimes you just gotta live through the pain, and then
Yeah,
it's
but
gonna be
like
better.
we're gonna have to live through years of pain.
That's
Years.
oh no.
Apple phased out International Women's Day. They phased that out.
What?
That was a couple days ago.
Are you?
International Women's Day.
What do you mean Apple
Did-
phased it out?
Did you know what happened? Was it on your Apple calendar?
No.
Exactly.
Wow.
They phased it out.
Did they really?
Yes.
That's like a thing. Like you saw a news article about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Just that they were like, okay, actually, that's a lie. I just lied to you. I didn't see a news article. I think I saw it on TikTok.
Oh.
But
You know what else they don't have?
that's
on
why
it?
I'm being, what's the word? Transparent here. That I saw it on TikTok, but it's true. Like, it wasn't on anyone's calendars, but it was an
Was it supposed to be?
International Women's Day.
Was it on other calendars?
I don't know.
Who sets the days?
Yeah.
Like, how do you know what to put on calendars and what not?
I think they just do the big stuff that people care about.
But wouldn't an International Day be, like, a big thing?
Well,
I mean, if they have Ash Wednesday, like.
They got Ash Wednesday. They got, what was that other thing that
Holly.
happened? Holiday.
well, because like millions of people know about those days. You know what millions of people don't know about?
International
Women?
Waffle
Women's
Day.
Women.
Oh, women. Yeah.
No one knows about women.
I just feel like the International Women's Day, nobody knew about it because did any of the governments go and be like, hey, everyone, you celebrate International Women's Day? No, so it doesn't matter. It's like
It matters, Ezra. Don't say International
I
Women's
want
Day
an
doesn't
extra
matter.
present on International Women's
Me
Day.
too, for being a
exactly.
woman.
No,
And I
okay,
want
who's
free
gonna give us-
tampons.
Here's what I think. I think all the women should get together on International Women's Day and celebrate.
Okay.
Would that be good?
I would love that. And I want
Okay.
free tampons.
I don't know why you're acting like you're so offended by it.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Because of something Taya saw on a TikTok.
I just think it's goofy. I think it's like one of those
It's
things
okay.
to get all
We're gonna
the-
move on. We're gonna move on.
We're not. I'm not really
So
upset
it's-
about
I
this,
know.
but you're seeming to be upset
No, I just
at
think
the
it's
idea
goofy.
that we're upset about this.
No, I just think it's like
It's okay.
You didn't seem to be mad when it was Father's Day. Like,
Oh, Father's Day is different.
yeah,
Father's.
Father's Day. Like,
So wait, when is
who
International-
celebrates
when is
that?
International Men's Day?
I don't know. I just know that because within these past 2 weeks,
Wait,
it was
I
International
think it's like
Women's
February
Day.
30th.
Oh, true.
That was good.
True.
Yeah. I bet you watch this. International Men's Day is gonna come around. It's not gonna be any.
No,
hub
there's
on
not an
TikTok.
International Men's Day. Just like
That's the thing. We don't need one. No, I'm
So
just kidding.
yeah,
I'm just
I
kidding.
know, exactly. Yeah,
I'm
yeah, we
just
don't need them. I
kidding.
agree. We don't need them.
No, we do.
I agree.
Okay, anyways, we're going to talk about playing tennis now, the time we've all been waiting for because we've talked about it separately in 3 different
I was like, yeah, I
times.
think we've kind of talked about it.
That was good,
We
that
just
was
move
good.
on, you know.
yeah, whatever. We played tennis.
We played tennis.
Whatever we
I destroyed.
Yeah, that's why you
Everyone.
wanted to pass on so quick.
Yeah, Taya was using her pickleball skills against me.
And now I have tennis elbow.
Mm-hmm.
Right
Do
here.
you?
Hurts. Right here hurts on my arm.
Yeah.
White heel hurt. It hurt a lot.
It actually really does. I was using the massager. What's it called? The muscle massager.
Machine gun?
Machine gun.
A machine gun.
Massage
Massage gun.
gun on it, and it still hurts.
What about? Here's my question.
All right,
In
next
tennis,
topic.
We say volley
kidding.
versus rally.
What?
What's
What?
the diff?
Oh, okay. So, when like you volley, when I say you're volleying, whatever, that means like typically when you're up at the net
Okay.
and you're hitting the ball
Okay.
before it touches the ground.
Before it touches the ground.
Yeah.
So it's like pickleball.
I
'Cause
don't know. I
when
don't
you
play
Oh
Like
yeah, it's
pickleball.
just like when you're like and it's not touching the ground.
I see,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's like you have a whole different grip too. Like that's your grip,
What's it called?
continental grip. It's your
Interesting.
same grip as when you're serving,
Oh, I
and
didn't
it's
know
more
that.
like
What
That's
makes it
probably
harder?
why I have tennis elbow because I just had the same grip.
yeah. And you were holding
And I was
the
holding it
racket
wrong, and I literally have a bruise on my arm.
Everybody was holding the
Charges.
rackets
I was
wrong.
holding it. I don't even know if you can see it right now. Anyways, I have a bruise right here because I was holding it and it came all the way down to like here. And so whenever
That's
I'd hit
crazy.
something, I'd like go like this and then it like rub right here on my wrist. But I still slayed, so
That's
no
true.
one can tell me a single
So
thing.
I just want to know if you took if you were to switch up your grip, how insane would you be?
That's the thing is, my wrist hurt, but I was like, if I change my grip, I'm gonna like mess up because I'm so used to this specific like grip and like, you know what I mean? Like I'm so used to this like length away from my arm that like if I switch it, I'm gonna like miss with like
Start whiffing.
yes, like my depth perception is gonna change and I'm gonna like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to explain that,
It's
but I
like,
was afraid that if I like switch it, then I'm gonna like start messing up.
it's like when you play tennis and then you go play badminton and you're like,
Yeah, like it's like the length is like different, and so you like mess
Yeah,
up. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like even
me
pickleball.
playing pickleball.
Yeah.
When I start, I always whiff.
Yes, I was afraid I was gonna do that, so I was like, I can't change my grip.
oh, that's why you're holding it so close because it's like a pickleball paddle.
Probably.
Oh.
Probably. And I also just was like, I can't hold this thing. It was heavy.
It was so heavy.
With my one hand,
Okay,
I was
well,
like, I
those
feel like I can't
cheekbones.
hit. I feel like I can't hit with like one hand. I feel like I needed two.
Well,
Are you
backhand's
supposed to hit
be
two? Oh, just backhand.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, typically
Front hand.
for like beginners.
Yeah, you just need
Yeah, no.
better grip strength, baby.
I guess. I don't know. Like I feel just fine, except right now it hurts right
Actually,
here.
yeah, like I remember because like on your volleys or whatever, like it's like a one-handed backhand.
On
Like
your volleys, it's one-handed.
that's like what I've been taught.
Really,
Interesting.
So like it's really weak for me.
So you-
it's hard.
And like my coach told me to like squeeze like stuff to get my grip. Like,
Actually,
to like work on my forearms and whatever.
interesting.
Because also like when you hit a volley, like you're supposed to like squeeze. Anyway, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
Good to know.
if
That
you
is
ever
good to
need to
know.
work on that, just get a tennis ball and just squeeze it.
Okay.
Really? Have you seen those grip strength like little machines? It's like a spring. It's like a handle with like a spring in the middle,
That'd
and
be crazy.
you should get that. It's
Wait,
like
I
really
have
nice.
seen that.
They're nice. I had companions who'd have them, and you literally
But
just like
why?
do it a little bit a day.
What did they need forearm strength?
It's just an easy thing to do, like while you're sitting around, and it just you improve your grip strength like pretty good because you just
So I
like
can go rock climbing.
Yeah.
rock climbing, anything you need grip for, which is a lot.
I wonder why your companions would do it though.
I don't know. Who knew? We should ask them. Maybe they're debriefers someday.
Maybe
yeah,
one
when
day.
this becomes a
Maybe
global.
someday
A global phenomenon.
on the Google Calendar.
It'll be debrief day.
What day? Like the day we started our podcast.
February
Yeah,
31st.
what is that?
Right
Yeah.
after International Men's Day.
Right after.
Yeah.
Same weekend.
Yeah, I say we do it. Speaking of what happened this weekend.
The St. Patrick's Day
Day parade.
parade happened today.
That was today.
I'm not wearing green anymore because I was wearing a sweatshirt.
I almost
That was
pinched
green.
you. I almost pinched
I'm
you
wearing
right there.
green.
But there's green right here.
Yeah, and just a reminder, everyone, today this show is brought to you by Vans.
Thanks for sponsoring.
Wait, your shirt and my shirt.
Vans,
Oh.
thanks for sponsoring. Don't
Someone's
look
got
at my
Vans
shirt.
socks. Someone's got Vans socks.
Oh, but I can't pull it out right now.
Yeah.
I'm
Not.
wearing
That's my
socks.
hat.
Yeah. So Vans, come sponsor us.
No, we're thanking them for sponsoring.
All right. Yeah, because they sponsored us. But yeah, back to St. Patrick's Day. It was fun. Lots of green.
We saw St. Patrick.
Him in the flesh.
We almost shook his hand because he spawned right behind us.
That was crazy.
And it was kind of scary. All of a sudden, he just was behind us. And I was like, St. Patrick.
We were sitting there watching some Irish step dance
As you do.
at the Irish Day Parade and Fair.
And the fair. It was at the fair, yeah.
It was very good.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed.
Yeah.
Irish step dance
Especially
goes
when that
crazy.
one guy just came out and just.
In his
The
on
coach?
clouds.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
coach was like.
Did
He like jumped and he was
I know. I was like, what is he doing? Because we watched him. We were like, why is he just walking behind everyone?
Yeah.
And then he jumped out in front, and he wasn't wearing the special shoes, so he just was like wearing
Yeah.
normal tennis shoes.
I know. I was like, what was this thing?
So you couldn't like actually hear his steps, so it
But
just looked kind
good.
of funny.
Yeah. Also, I don't know where on clouds came from all of a sudden, but I swear I've seen more people in Arizona wearing on clouds than I've ever seen before.
Because you saw Robbie and Mila.
Robbie and Mila
and that guy.
So,
No, I love
And then as soon as I
watching people
noticed
step
that-
in them.
in on clouds?
Yeah,
Why?
because it looks so nice.
Oh, like you watch, like
Oh.
you like to watch them walk.
I thought we were still talking about Irish.
I
step
did
dance.
too. I did too. I thought it was a
I was
joke.
like, do you often watch people Irish step
Yeah,
dance?
I was like, just that one time.
Oh.
You mean like actually walking? I get it.
Yeah, get it like.
Because you can see it squish.
Yeah,
Now. Oh.
I remember my teacher had them, and I just stared at his feet all day.
Foot venom.
It was
Yeah.
life connection in class or something. I don't even know.
And you just be like,
Life career in college,
Yeah.
how is it?
awful.
Oh,
Mm.
because it made you think about things you don't want to think about.
I was in 7th grade.
Yeah. And I'm like, I don't know.
Talking
that's
about what I want to
crazy.
be.
I didn't know.
I remember in my German class, we learned that in Germany, by the time they hit like high school age, they basically choose a career, and then by the time they graduate high school, they're like in the career for the rest of their life.
I literally did not choose until after my mission, and I had to go on a mission because I needed another year and a half to
To
decide.
figure it out.
Yeah.
It's, you're like, you know what? I can't figure it out now, so I'm going to spend $10,000 to figure it out for another year.
I didn't. I didn't spend
Yeah.
the $10,000.
You also have to pay us more.
What?
No, that's not true. That's not true. Well, actually,
Yeah.
well, is it technically because we
Yeah.
only have
Because
18
it's
months.
it's not as many months.
So it is like 500 a month, but we have less months.
Really?
Yeah, so
I
don't
guess
have
that
to
is
save as much,
true.
Like at
No.
all.
Not true.
I was like thinking you just meant like every month, and I was like, that's not true. But it is true. Like we have less
Yeah,
months.
like overall.
Huh.
Because of
I guess that
International
makes
Women's
sense.
Day.
You're out there less.
Thank you, International
you,
Women's
International Women.
Day.
So actually,
International
now
Women.
that I think about it,
Period.
why are you
Thank
guys
you to
wearing?
them.
None of you are international women. None of you live internationally.
I have been international.
but you're not.
But
traveling
define internationally, because to a person in Europe, we live internationally.
No, I think it's someone who
Ausländer.
is constantly switching country to country to country. You know, like a businesswoman who's going from Dubai.
It's
Egypt
not
to
international
Europe.
women. It's International Women's Day. It's not International Women.
Okay.
It's Day.
I guess I just gotta learn more about this day that apparently happened.
It did happen. I can't even remember.
Yeah, it was
what
on the
day
same
it
day as International Funnel Cake Day.
was. Was it?
Oh.
Yeah.
You
That
don't
sounds
know.
Probably.
And International Ladybug Day.
I love that day.
It should be a day.
It probably is.
Um,
It was on that day. I don't know what you're talking
Wait,
about.
also, I have to tell you guys about this parade really fast. There was a hot dog truck.
Mm-hmm.
The Oscar Mayer hot
Wienermobile.
dog
It's called the Wienermobile.
Wienermobile.
It looked like a hot dog.
It really did. So
It
everyone
looked like a weird hot dog.
go look it up. I don't know how, like, who manufactured it, but it was like a ginormous hot dog.
Wait, Eden, look it up real quick.
On what?
And then there was people Irish step dancing.
Mm-hmm. There were the DeLoreans. We had Mustang.
A Mustang Club.
Yeah.
And
Lots of
the
good Mustangs.
Irish Wolfhounds.
Oh yeah, the Irish Wolfhounds. Yeah,
Wait, what am I
there were some of
looking up?
those. Look up what company.
The Oscar
Mayer
Mayer.
Wienermobile. Yeah, what company makes that car?
Makes the Oscar Mayer.
Oh, tippy tap, tippy tap tap tap. Wow, that's
Oh,
some good-
wow,
that's
you're
good
not
touch typing
even
right
you're
there.
not even looking. Oh my gosh, it actually is called the Wienermobile.
Well, you
I
thought
don't
I
know.
made that up?
It was-
I don't know. It just is embarrassing to say.
General Body Company.
Who uses Bing?
A lot of people.
It was created by Oscar Mayer's nephew, Carl G. Meyer.
Wow.
It's made from a variety of ingredients / parts,
Ingredients.
including a Chevrolet
Oh.
blah 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 gasoline V8 engine
So it's a
Oh.
Chevy
Produced
engine.
a mini Wienermobile.
built on a BMW Mini Cooper, whatever that is.
Chassis.
chassis.
Oh.
The General Body
My bad.
Company. General Body Company in Chicago formerly built it.
Who knew? That's cool.
It looks
So-
goofy.
We love the Wienermobile.
I just saw a recent job posting actually on like the news. Everyone was kind of laughing about it, but apparently you can be a Wienermobile driver.
Yeah, look, it says it right there.
Really?
Where,
Wienermobile drivers.
where does it
In the bottom
Oh
left.
yeah, there it is. Wienermobile drivers, and apparently it's like, I mean, it pays okay if you're just
Oh,
like living by yourself. It was something crazy, like $60,000 to
The hot
$70,000.
dogger.
The hot dogger?
62,000 a year.
Yeah, $60,000 a year just to drive this Wienermobile around the country.
And do what?
Only college seniors who are about to graduate are eligible to be hot doggers.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wait, this is our prime.
oh my gosh,
You
that's
could be. This is the only time we would
you
qualify.
wanna be a hot dogger?
No.
Oh, you have to be getting a BA or BS, preferably in public relations, journalism,
Public.
communication, advertising, or marketing. Oh my god!
I can do it.
You want to go work for Oscar Mayer?
Yes, everyone. I'm quitting everything.
It's only for 1 year.
Baby.
62,000 in 1 year.
That's not bad. That's like a full legit job.
Guys, that's so dumb. That's so funny.
Baby, that's a down payment on a house.
Guys,
I would just say, sorry, I'm not going to see you for a year, but then we'll have a house.
I'm gonna go drive the Wienermobile around the country.
What?
U.S. House Speaker Paul Ryan was a former hot dogger.
Oh my gosh.
Who's Paul Ryan?
The
I don't
U.S.
know.
House Speaker.
Oh!
Who knew? But yeah, the St. Patrick's Day parade was a lot of fun. We also saw the fairy guy.
Yes, there was a guy dressed in a tutu handing out Tootsie Rolls.
It was pretty sick. We also saw Big Boy airport fire truck.
Oh, yeah.
That thing was
That was
Yeah.
cool. That was the coolest
It looked
fire
like
truck
a
I've ever
tank.
seen.
It did look like
Like a tank fire truck.
I
It
don't know
looked like
why.
a tank fire truck.
It did. It did,
I
okay?
agree. No, I agree.
It did.
So I guess we're on our last one, the surprise. I don't know. Does anyone else have any other things they want to talk about before we finish it up?
My dream.
Okay,
Oh.
yes. Please talk about your dream.
So basically, I was going to this like museum thing. I don't even know. it was like this old thing, and it was supposed to be cool, and I was going with some friends, and we were walking through, but it was like really sketchy, and I was like, this is kind of scary.
Like a scary museum.
Like, yeah, but it was like, it wasn't a museum. It was
Okay.
like a notable site or something. But it was like we were going down these like long winding hallways, like kind of like in a haunted mansion, kind of
spooky.
like kind of dark, kind of like, am I about to get murdered?
Yeah.
And we walked, and like we got to the end, and it was fine. And there was like this giant like chain link fence like cage basically.
In the
And
whole
we were
room,
like
you couldn't even see
like
the top.
no, like the sky was open. It was like outside.
Okay.
And like we were all just like chilling, I guess. And I was like, I'm kind of scared, and I kind of want to leave. And then like I look around, and someone had just walked in, and I like freaked out. But it was just like this random like girl. She was probably like 11. I don't even know. And then like all of a sudden she like started being creepy. Weird. And they started like coming over to us. and like I was like, oh my gosh, like leave me alone, you're being weird.
But she was behind the chain link fence?
No, she was in it with us. Like she had also gone through like the weird like winding hallways.
Yeah.
And like me and my friends were like, what is going on? Like, cause she was like being like weird like zombie.
Like contortion?
Like, yeah. I was like, what the heck? And then she started chasing me. And I was running, and I was like, oh my gosh, like I'm in a literal cage. And like the chain link fences were like tall, like two of like normal size, like stacked up. And I was like, ah, and I was like, she can totally catch me on foot. And I was like, but can she climb chain link fences? And I was like,
can she climb the chain link fences like I can climb the chain link fences?
And so I
bet she can.
hopped on the chain link fence. I was like, oh no, hopefully I can climb this. And I literally
I
scaled it.
Really?
Like Spider-Man. And I was like, oh my gosh. And then like hopped down. I'm like, And then I start like running away. And then I look around, and she's chasing after me. She had somehow made it over. And like we're in the parking lot now. And I'm just running. And like I see my car, and I like unlock it and hop inside and lock all the doors. And she's like came up, and like my friends were trying to get in the car, and I was like, guys, get in the car quick. And they weren't getting in the car, so I like left my door because she had kind of left. And like I was like trying to open the door for them so they could get in. And I looked over, and she had climbed into the driver's seat. And I had to like push her out. Anyway, then I woke up.
That was it?
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's intense.
But I just felt so cool climbing the chain link fence.
I was just say,
I'm proud of you.
Was it like Super Mario when like you like jump on? It's like, and you can go up and down.
At
And
least
she was
you
on the other
didn't.
side, and you're like punching her off, like smack.
Yeah, at least you didn't rip your pants on it.
That would have been bad.
Did I do that? Why are you laughing?
No.
Somebody do that?
Yeah.
You did?
No, it wasn't even me. I don't know why I'm saying it like this.
Who?
One time when I was in high school, there was just this girl. Shout out Emmy. She's never gonna see this, so that's why I'm name
Says
dropping.
who?
Well, and it's a first name. So.
Yeah, I'm not saying her last name.
Said how many Emmys went to Box Elder High?
So I don't even remember why she was climbing the fence, but like rumor has it she like got to the top and then was coming down, and then she ripped her pants on the chain link fence.
That is tragic.
And I don't even remember what she did
climbing
after.
it?
I literally don't even remember, and I can't remember what she did after that. But all I know is, good thing you didn't rip your pants.
That would have been embarrassing.
Because then you would have been pantsless running away from
Oh
a
my
contortionist.
And she was being like
That's a bad
weird,
combo.
like
Yeah.
a zombie, and like,
Contortionist.
and I was like, because at first I was like, it's just like some like random girl,
Yeah.
but then she turned out to be like
Spooky.
Creepy.
a vicious demon.
Spooky.
That's spook. That is spook. Well, I'm glad. Maybe we should start sharing dreams. Start a dream journal, so then every week we can like share a weird dream.
Most of mine are about Ezra getting his ears pierced.
What?
That's happened twice, huh?
Yeah.
Of
If
him,
you had a
like-
nickel for every time you had a dream about me getting my
I
ears
have
pierced.
2 nickels, which is really not that much, but it's weird that it happened twice.
Thank you, Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Yes, but it just was so random because I remember I kept having these dreams that Ezra was like getting his ears pierced, and I'd be like, Ezra, that's so ugly.
I thought, when she described it, it sounded kind of cool. It was like these diamond studs.
Yeah, and he had 4 actually. Like he had like
What?
doubles. Like
What?
he had like doubles. So like, he had 4
Okay,
diamond
no,
earrings.
That's weird.
And I was like, what?
I mean, one's not.
And I was like,
two.
that's
crazy.
so ugly. And then he was like, I don't even remember that dream.
Yeah. Would you be more, if I just came home, which would you be more surprised and mad about? If I got my ears pierced and I had diamond studs, or I got a tattoo.
The tattoo, ears pierced, you can just take it out. You just have a hole in your ear.
True.
And like
The
if you
tattoo
just
was
got
there
them done,
forever.
then like it would
It'd
heal.
close.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, your
You might
tattoo.
have a tiny scar, but you'd be fine.
Yeah, what? That was easy.
Okay, everyone. So, what tattoo should I get? Let me know. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, because you would.
And people will respond to this.
Yes, true. Okay, so are we just on our surprise now?
Yeah. So now we're on to the surprise. Thanks everyone for coming this week, listening in.
I think chat has something to say.
Oh
No.
What's the chat saying? What's chat saying?
Hold on.
No
Chat
one's-
has to
no
log
one
into
said anything.
YouTube.
Yeah, chat's currently logging into YouTube.
Live.
What is she saying?
How'd you know it's a girl?
Oh, true. Let's see. Going over our old stuff. Oh, get a potato on your elbow. Oh,
That's a good idea.
Okay, you know,
Wow.
if this comment gets 2 likes, I will do it.
I will do it.
Okay, well.
But the surprise is we learned a dance.
We learned a dance. It's for my brother. It's
brother.
Yeah. Your brother.
I have a brother.
Your brother.
We're siblings.
I thought it was your lawyer.
Oh, yeah. I forgot
Oh
about
my
that.
gosh! Yeah. Wait. What? Oh, sorry. So yeah, we learned this dance for my brother. But mostly it's just a fun dance. We randomly will learn dances as a family.
We do?
I mean,
All
I
the
feel
time.
like we learned dance for wedding.
Okay,
that's
I guess.
this.
It's been recent.
Yeah, I think I
Ever since TikTok.
I literally told my brother that we had to learn this dance, and he was like, "Are they like a dancing family?" Because of
Did
the.
you say yes?
No, I was like, I don't know, because of the fact that you guys did that dance
Yes.
at the wedding, and he was like, "Are they into dancing?"
Kind of. I mean, I did it as a kid,
Yeah.
and I mean, yeah. I guess we're not like into dancing, but like it's
Here
fun.
and there, they do TikTok dances.
It's fun. Yeah.
And I was like, well, yeah, they like learned a TikTok dance for a family reunion or like family get together thingy that you
Yeah,
guys did. Remember?
we did. Yeah, for the Christmas party.
Was it the Apple of Love?
No, we
Okay.
don't do
Oh,
stuff for the
well,
Apple of Love.
yeah. Well, yeah, that didn't count.
But for the Christmas party, yeah, we did like short little ones.
Yeah.
For
Nothing
the wedding.
crazy.
Anyways, but for this dance, we're going to insert it in.
At the end of the video, so stick around for that.
I think
It's
we're
right
at the
now.
end of the video, honestly.
True. This was a long one, 52 minutes.
Oh no.
Oh wait, that's actually bad.
Oh no.
Well,
Who's gonna listen to that?
who's gonna stick around this long?
No
True.
Your
debriefers.
mom.
That debrief.
Yeah,
Your mom?
30 minutes and that's it, man. I guess it's only
Sorry.
10 minutes longer than normal videos, but
Yeah, and this was 2 weeks in a row.
yeah, please forgive
So.
us. We'll make sure to be more consistent. Remember, guys, I keep saying we're looking for donations for audio equipment.
No, what?
We're looking for those donations. So, please hit subscribe. Bell, new videos every week.
Where is it?
True. When I say subscribe, I've heard sometimes that it'll make the little subscribe button light up.
Really?
So next time you're watching a YouTube video,
I
when
thought
they say
had
subscribe,
to like, go do that themselves.
no, I think it's just like automatic. Like maybe if you were to be like subscribe, it wouldn't do it. But like if you're like hit subscribe, it'll like. Bloop.
Oh.
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
That is kind of cool.
But yeah, we'll see you next week.
And you just got
Debriefed. Eden, you gotta join in.
Oh, sorry guys.
One more time. And you just got
Debriefed. Okay, have a good week. Bye.